Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Tuesday, the 10th of July, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at the dollar. Dollar actually rising a little bit yesterday, not quite through the cloud on the short-term chart, but looks like it's finding support on the medium term there. So dollar looking a little bit better on the short term, and euro just weakening a little bit back to support on the cloud as well. Looking at the yen. We see dollar really strengthening strongly here. So that is normally a lead indicator, and we are nudging for new highs, which suggests that the dollar will break higher. So looking stronger again. Sterling fell quite sharply yesterday on UK political woes, but has recovered relatively well this morning. So it is shaking off that political turmoil. And again, the same with the euro. We have been bearish below the cloud on all three time frames for a while, and we've of course activated downside targets. So sterling still looks weak versus the euro. Against the Swiss franc, we fell through and then came back. So again, just looking a little bit better. Against the Aussie dollar, we really fell away, recovering a little bit this morning, but still bearish short and medium term below the cloud. Looking at Bitcoin, we had a big jump on Sunday, but just haven't managed to hold on to that, and we're back to bearish territory below the cloud as well. US stocks actually shrugged off trade war woes and looked very strong yesterday. We saw the S&P pushing higher, up 0.4%. Still not making new all-time highs, of course. The Nasdaq has done that this year, looking stronger again, coming back to test those levels. And the Dow also has been pretty bearish, but made it through the cloud yesterday, a strong showing there, up 0.3%. And the Russell index showing the broad-based recovery in US stocks also continuing. So stocks looking quite strong. The futures this morning fairly flat. The S&P future flat. The Nasdaq E-mini up 0.09%. So too difficult to say which way the market's going to open today. FTSE quite flat. And UK mid-caps just starting to turn into bullish territory on the short-term chart here we see there. The DAX looking a bit stronger this morning as well. And through the cloud on the short-term chart, and the CAC Current also just pushing a bit higher, up 0.25%. The Japanese market overnight was up just under 0.33%, but still not managed to get through the cloud on the short-term chart, and the Hang Seng much the same picture. China has been worrying of late, was up 0.4% overnight, but not enough to really take it bullish in the short term. And the Sensex, the Indian market, looking pretty strong, breaking higher. So one of the better looking markets. The Aussie market was down slightly, but still looking bullish on all three time frames. Crude oil's up higher this morning, sitting at $78.73, 76. So looking strong there, nudging that $80 mark again. We've got upside targets to that area. It does suggest we will break $80 again. And WTI also looking stronger, making new highs above the May level. So oil looking very strong indeed. US natgas sitting at $2.83, just teetering along at this level, can't get any higher. Gold yesterday did get as high as 1265. We pulled back in the later session, so that was quite significant. We see here we're just back to support on the cloud. Medium term still looking bearish. Long term, maybe we'll find support at the lagging line on the cloud. We have activated upside targets, so it'll be interesting to see whether we can move towards those. And silver also looking bullish above the cloud. US 10-year yields ticked up to 287, so 2.87%, and that looks like we're finding support on the medium term chart, and we're back to bullish in the short term, so that's quite cool. Apple. Looking at tech stocks, we saw Apple was up 0.75%, so looking stronger there, and that's been quite positive. Google, Amazon also looking stronger, up 0.2% as well, and Google was up 0.5%, not up quite as strongly, but just getting back into short-term bullish. Facebook has looked very strong, back above the $200 level, up 0.8% and pushing to new all-time highs at 204. So looking good there. And Microsoft holding that $100 mark, so still looking strong. So tech is looking much, much stronger. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.